A theologian examines if discovery of extraterrestrial space aliens and alien life could kill religion. This is on Sputnik News. For centuries, it's been the domain of various religions to seek the truth, what's happening in the universe. The possibility that there are other creatures somewhere in the galaxy far away that are perhaps more intelligent than human beings prompted some to speculate that their discovery could mean an end to all religious beliefs or even cause an existential crisis. Well, we don't have to look at space and space aliens and extraterrestrial life. We have things that seem to be not disclosed as to what's happened on our Earth in the distant past. For example, the pre-flood cultures. We have these megalithic constructions everywhere in the world that seem to be very advanced technology. And let's take, for example, the Antikythera device. This device was to be measuring the changes of the constellations that happen every couple of thousand years. Why would the ancients devise a mechanism that would keep a very accurate astronomical clock of the constellations that humans watch above their heads in the skies? What's the significance of that? What do they care what constellations are passing up above them? Unless perhaps they knew of something coming into them, coming at them, or changes, earth changes that would be taking place, or perhaps visitations that they would be making somewhere, or others would be making towards Earth. You know what I mean? Why would they need to know what constellations at any point in time are above them? We're not being given the information about these things. These questions are not being answered, and they're not being taught in school. So we don't have to go out to space to look for aliens. I mean, we've had questions about the ancient beings that we had, our ancestors, and what they knew and what was going on. Because a lot of these, what we call space aliens or extraterrestrials, may actually be humans or humanoids that travel to our nearby planets. And they look a lot like us. Who knows? I mean, they may be very much related. We have no idea. Now, the possibility, it says here, of discovering alien life forms poses no threat to traditional religions which have determined the scheme of things around us, according to Professor Ted Peters from the Center of Theology and Natural Sciences at Berkeley. He says that things will probably go on the way they have been without much change. He shared his beliefs over some scholars and scientists' assumptions that, quote, if we encounter creatures in space more intelligent than we are, our religions would somehow suffer. On the contrary, he says that even one of the surveys dedicated to the problem revealed that believers seem optimistic about the prospect of meeting extraterrestrial intelligence. The Peters ETI Religious Crisis Survey found that this was not the case with self-appointed or self-defined believers in various religious traditions. They're a trifle worried about their traditions, but for the most part, their respective traditions will survive, he says. He shared one of his favorite comments on the matter, which came from a mainland Protestant. He says, I'd share a pew with an alien any day. Now, according to the Theologian, who conducted the survey, while representatives of all religions seemed to be at ease with discovering extraterrestrials or space aliens, non-religious respondents were the only group who predicted consequences for believers. He offered this paradoxical result, saying there was one group who said that yes, religious traditions would suffer, and that group consisted of non-religious. So non-religious people are worried religions will suffer collapse or crisis, whereas the religious people themselves don't foresee any collapse or crisis. So according to him, the religious people might be okay with the concept that earthlings, humans that is, are not the only children of God. He says that God's creation is going to include the entire cosmos, any living creatures that might be in it. So a lot of the comments were of this nature that God is the creator of a very large universe, and that this universe was not meant only for us, but to be shared with other creatures of God. But some theologians question needs to be sorted out, including whether Earth can be named a unique planet as Jesus Christ was born here, or God has multiple incarnations in other intelligent civilizations, probably scattered around the universe. And Peters and his colleagues stepped onto the terra incognito in their 2018 book, Astrotheology, which might give a name to a new field of science, astrotheology. Quote, out of 5 subjects, 4 answered they would expect God to incarnate multiple times, 1 for each planet with an intelligent civilization. 1 of the subjects says no, the historical event of Jesus Christ's birth suffices for God's atonement for the entire cosmos. He recalled the opinions outlined by the book. And so what do you think about this? Would he have to incarnate in every single planet? Or would it be enough to just incarnate once? I think once is enough. I don't think God would be able to go through crucifixions every single time that he has to do this on every single planet. And yes, Earth is very special, and humans are very special. And humans are above all creation, all creatures that God, Christ, has made, because humans, mankind, has been made in the image of God. Nothing else has been made in the image of God. No animal, no bird, just humans, mankind. That's what I believe. And unfortunately, we do have suppressions of various things, and we are not always able to fulfill our capacity as human beings unless we care about our souls and try and unite with God, Christ, in what we call divine union with God, or theosis. And we do have, I'm glad to say, we have at least one monastic that is a viewer of my channel, Brother James, and I hope he sees this as well and gives us a beautiful comment about this. What do you think, Brother James, about this? Please tell us. Please leave your comment and help us with your, because of the fact that you have knowledge about this, you've read doctrine and theology, and we'd like to have your opinion about this as well, because it's obviously theological. Merry Christmas to everybody again. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and the days are still going on for the 12 days of Christmas. 12 days of Christmas. And God bless you all. Have a wonderful, peaceful, joyous, and loving friends and family Christmas, and whoever you'd like to be around. And may God bless you always. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.